And this time, Pradeep Gupta, smiling will not melt my heart, because we are now with only a few days left for the elections. Time now for you. What is the final call of pollsters? You tell me what is the most likely scenario, and I'll ask this to each of you all. I'm not pinning you down to numbers. I think that's unfair sometimes without a proper exit poll, but I want you to pin you down to most likely scenario. Pradeep Gupta, अब हंसी बंद करो, अपने number दिखाओ. What is your final call on likely scenario?
So, Rajdeep, about a month back, during India Today conclave, I said 30 to 40% Bihar voter are undecided.
Yes.
Today, at least I can say that they have made up their mind.
Okay.
After the candidate.
So therefore, you should tell us then. Now you can tell us.
That's the number one point. Number 2 point is that at Access My India, we never ever come out with opinion poll or pre-poll numbers. We wait.
I'm not asking for numbers. I'm asking you for the big trend. What's the most likely scenario?
Meaning you are asking who is winning the Bihar. For that question, I do not have the answer as yet. For that, I will have to go to the Bihar, which I am going. I am sure you are also going and traveling, and we will try and get the
What is the most likely scenario? One last time. What as of today is the most likely scenario?
Close fight, I can say this.
Close fight, okay.
I do not have the winner as yet.
Okay, you're saying close fight, you don't have a winner as yet. Yashwant, you can be a little braver.
Well, I can only as brave as my data, Rajdeep, and the tracker data is showing almost like 6-point lead among the female for the NDA, but the 3-point lead for Mahagathbandhan among the male voters. This is why I am very keen to look at the female turnout figures.
Right.
If the female turnout figure is more than the male turnout, it will be advantage NDA. But if it is the other way around, it will be advantage Mahagathbandhan. So that's what it is going to decide.
That's very interesting. At least you're taking us some step forward, while Gupta ji is being very careful, putting all his money in his pocket, not willing to stick his neck out. Amitabh Tiwari, what's your sense? You've been braver amongst most. Which is the most likely scenario as of today?
See, it seems to be a closer election than what was earlier thought out to be. It's largely because of hyper-local factors, ticket distribution within the BJP, largely the BJP, less number of ticket denials, and very tight ticket distribution by the Mahagathbandhan, especially the RJD, with a high number of ticket denials to incumbents. As we've seen that there is a lot of anger amongst existing MLAs or incumbent MLAs. The game will be decided within the Congress versus BJP and Congress versus JDU battles.
So you're saying the 50 seats.
These are the 55. These are the 50 seats.
Let me tell you, the 50 seats, direct contest, Congress, BJP are important. Interestingly, 91 seats of the RJD are against JDU or allies. So the RJD could have a good strike rate.
Yeah. So Congress versus BJP and JDU is 50 seats.
Yes.
Last time, JDU was beaten by all parties, but when it came to JDU versus Congress, it emerged out as having an upper hand. So these 50 seats are going to decide the dasha and disha of these elections.
So you're saying how the Congress fares will be very important. Those 60 odd seats Congress is contesting, 50 of them JDU and Congress and BJP, their contenders, that will be key. Sandeep Shastri, final word.
Rajdeep, I would also play safe but make 2 points. One, the NDA seems to have its nose ahead. The X factor is the slight element of fatigue with Nitish Kumar, which could tilt that. The Gathbandhan is trying to make up during the campaign, but how much are they able to get their act together is the X factor there. So both, I think, have X factors, and how they deal with those X factors, I think, will decide who is beyond the finish line first.
You know, I get a sense listening to all of you in this final segment that after 2024 general elections and what happened, pollsters are now very cautious, because all of this is being recorded. When the results come out on the 14th, they will be played again. Gupta ji will be there, and therefore we will wait and see how that plays out. And therefore, pollsters are being very, very cautious. Maybe that's the way out. But I think you've given us lots of interesting data as well as information. It has been extremely enlightening to have all four of you, because you've mapped out Bihar and I think given our viewers some of the key trends that could decide the verdict. Sometimes we only look at the final number and forget the important trends, particularly at a micro level, that makes so much of a difference. So Pradeep Gupta, Yashwant Deshmukh, Amitabh Tiwari and Sandeep Shastri for joining me here on our special roundtable of pollsters. Thank you so much. And to you, the viewers, as always, namaskar. What should I end by saying? Jai Bihar, Chalo Bihar.